When old gangsters get together, the one they talk about is Dillinger.
All right, everybody. You're being robbed by the John Dillinger gang. That's the best there is.
Dillinger, the private life of a public enemy. Starring Warren Oates, Michelle Phillips as Billy Frechette, Academy Award winners Cloris Leachman and Ben Johnson. Nobody did it like Dillinger. Rated R.
The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Wall Streeter and Epstein acquaintance Jeffrey Leeds accuses wife of torrid affair, leaving Lube around in vicious divorce. Good Lord. Well, yes, a vicious high-stakes divorce is unfolding in 3 states between private equity honcho and Jeffrey Epstein acquaintance Jeffrey Leeds and his much younger wife, Elizabeth, with bitter accusations flying about paramours, sex toys, and misspent millions. At stake is $100 million in real estate alone, a $22 million 14-room pad at famed 740 Park Avenue on the Upper East Side, a $23.5 million 11-bed, 12.5 bath spread in Southampton, and a $35.6 million manse in Palm Beach. Elizabeth Leeds, 43, is accused by her 69-year-old husband of having a long affair with and being impregnated by businessman Alberto Alejandro Tawil, 66. Wow. Boy, she's really into the older guys, huh? It's the money. You sneaked out the day I left to fuck that idiot loser, the husband wrote to Elizabeth in a scathing February 2025 email exchange included in their ongoing Palm Beach County divorce filings. He referred to Leeds' unnamed lover as a loser, grifter, real estate mogul in another blistering missive. He claimed his wife used marital money to plunge more than $275,000, into one of Tawil's businesses in Mozambique to pay for her beau's household staff of 21 and to buy erotic gifts. So she's already married to one old sugar daddy. She's cheating on him with another old, but now she's the sugar mama. Wow. Something about Alberto. It says unnamed lover, but he's already been named. I don't understand why it's written like that. But anyway, he continues, just leave us alone and come visit every now and then. You're a part-time mother anyway, he once texted her, referencing their 2 kids. Stop leaving your watercolors of cocksucking around where the kids can see them and your crotchless underwear on the floor for everyone to see and your anal lubricant around, he added bitterly. Anal lubricant on the floor. Leeds, whose name appears in the Justice Department's Epstein document dump dozens of times, was quoted in a now famous 2002 New York Magazine profile of Epstein titled, Jeffrey Epstein, international money man of mystery. I'll bet. You may read about Jeffrey in the social columns, but there is much more to him than that. Leeds gushed about the pedophile. He's a talented money manager and extremely hard-working person with broad interests. Oh. Well, in one email, power publicist Peggy Siegel lists Leeds as a smart investor and knows politics, while in another missive, Next Model Management founder Faith Cates wrote to Epstein about Leeds. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It says, did you know your friend Jeffrey Leeds got married today? She wrote on March 18th, 2012, 3 days after his wedding to Elizabeth. Finally. Epstein's ex-girlfriend, physician, and former model Eva Dubin also wrote to the financier about Leeds. Jeff Leeds says hello, she emailed in September 2012. Leeds has not been accused of any misconduct in connection to Epstein. Yeah, so dragging his name through that because he knew Epstein when you don't really have anything. It's just, hey, look, there's an Epstein connection to the story. I mean, the story's pretty funny with him whining about his wife's anal lube on the floor in her crotchless panties. But, yeah, this is one of those examples of someone's name's in the documents and there's nothing there. Yeah. So, but hey, what a great divorce story he's got going on. Mr. Leeds had no professional or personal relationship with Epstein, his lawyer, Peter Trumbador, said in his statement. No one has suggested otherwise. Any such claims would be utterly false and defamatory. Well, he had some relationship, so I don't know. If it wasn't professional, it probably was personal because, you got the email that says hello, so there's some contact, happy birthday, stuff like that. That'd be about it. And, yeah, there's nothing here to suggest he was involved in the island and all that. So anyway, the two may have met in passing, though Mr. Leeds has no recollection of any such meeting. Well, he wrote this glowing piece about him, years and years and years ago before all the nasty stuff came out. But, so, anyway, the attorney added, insisting Leeds never went to Mr. Epstein's office or any of his homes, was never on his plane or his island. Damn it! So anyway, there we go. In her own Palm Beach County filings, Elizabeth claimed her estranged husband has exerted financial warfare upon her and is harassing her friends. So he cut up the credit cards, huh? Yeah, including a Towel, and New York jeweler Ann Baker with unnecessary and intimidating subpoenas. Well, look, if they can corroborate the relationship and stuff, I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but I don't think you have much of a claim here. The husband claimed the jeweler sold Elizabeth a $125,000 diamond and platinum chain, good Lord, and a $98,000 Georgian diamond collet set necklace, and a $68,000 emerald-cut diamond bracelet, and may have information about the wife's affair. Well, there you go, see? Jeffrey has stalked his spouse and screamed at and followed her during one of their kids' school events. Throughout these proceedings, the husband has sent text messages of naked photographs he has taken of her to harass and embarrass her, she claimed in court papers. Well, you're not going to be able to get him on revenge porn because he's not putting it out in the public. He's just sending it to her. So, yeah. So she's really scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to say, yeah, he's a monster. But if that's the best you got, it's like, no, you're the one who cheated. To spend his money on another old fart boyfriend. Wow. Because I would have thought, the other guy's loaded too, and she got bored or whatever, and like, I'll jump ship to this one, But no, she's giving him money. Wow. Man, that guy he's quite the Casanova or something, you know. Anyway, he even stole and photographed her journal. Well, I mean, were you still in the same residence and all that? So, I had a loving and long-term relationship. A loving relationship with someone I have known for a long time, and I had a miscarriage. She said of her relationship with Twill during a July deposition. So she lost the child that she had, or was, after being impregnated by Alejandro. The leads are locked in legal combat in Florida, Wyoming, and Manhattan as their acrimonious split has dragged on for months. They married in a March 2012 Manhattan ceremony presided over by former Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Wow. At the time, Jeffrey gave his new bride $1 million to use as she wished. And she ended up spending it on her boyfriend, apparently. His lead's equity partners have more than $4 billion in assets under management. The husband's current net worth is unclear. Well, it's probably up there, but a prenup a prenup. Uh-oh, Liz. Uh-oh. But a prenup indicated he had $90 million in assets before they married. Jeffrey filed to divorce Elizabeth in Palm Beach, Florida in January 2025. Days later, Elizabeth, who had taken their 2 young kids and moved to Wyoming 4 months earlier, filed her own case against him in the equality state. The couple bought their 5-bedroom in the Park Avenue pre-war building, considered one of the Big Apple's most elite addresses in 2016 for $22.5 million, and have put it back on the market. Yeah. I wonder, was that the place where the lube was on the floor and all that? The Hamptons home, which sits on 4.6 acres, was once owned by the Carnegie family. Their Palm Beach property, an 11,567 square foot manse on a 1.3 acre lot, a block from the ocean, is currently being rented. All right, so you're getting some income there. Elizabeth requests that the press and the public let this matter proceed privately. Too late, especially for the sake of the 2 parties' young children. Other than that, she will not be making any comments at this time. Well, it's all been said, hasn't it? Yeah, her lawyer Richard Siegel says, "This is a private matter," Leeds lawyer Trumbador said. Mr. Leeds asked that his privacy and that of his family during this challenging time be respected as he works to resolve issues amicably. It's a little late for any amicable business here. It focuses on the best interest of the children. We are not going to address specific allegations outside of court, except to state that they are completely without merit and denied. Well, the worst allegations are against her, so, A lawyer for Twill didn't respond to a request for comment. Yeah. I wonder, is he going to end up with Elizabeth after all this? I don't know. Oh, well. That's too bad, But, crotchless panties and anal lube on the floor. And watercolors of cocksucking? What the fuck? She did these paintings of herself doing this guy or something? I don't know. Jeez Louise. Oh, well. Hopefully they can move on and at least put up a good friendly front for the kids and find someone else. Yeah. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.
Hard times, desperate times. America in the early 30s, when so many people needed heroes and used every excuse to find them.
All right, everybody. You're being robbed by the John Dillinger gang. That's the best there is.
Samuel Z. Arkoff presents Dillinger. Starring Warren Oates.
All my life I want to be a bank robber. And I guess I'm just about the best bank robber they ever had.
Michelle Phillips as Billy Frechette. Academy Award winner Cloris Leachman as the Lady in Red. Academy Award winner Ben Johnson as Melvin Purvis, the original G-Man. They were called public enemies. In fact, they were public legends. And the greatest of all was John Dillinger, the gangster's gangster.
This could be one of the big moments in your life. Don't make it your last.
Nobody did it like Dillinger. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. Smellog's Poop, the super delicious laxative, presents The Adventures of Sun King. Faster than the speed of light, more powerful than an atomic bomb, able to leap the moon in a single bound. Look! Up in the sky! It's a comet!
It's a UFO!
No! It's Sun King! Yes, Sun King. And who, disguised as mild-mannered tabloid reporter Mark Milktit, fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice. Previously, in The Adventures of Sun King, the Bewitcher seemingly vanished from all existence, taking, of course, the body of Whizbang, which he possessed, and, unfortunately, the Flea, fastest bugman alive, both of which vanished before the eyes of the A.S.S. Well, not having anything left to do, really, they went back down to Earth to help out Night-Night. But looks like Night-Night had everything in hand, and it was able to defeat Boogeyman, because without the Bewitcher, Boogeyman didn't have any powers anymore. So everyone figured, hey, that's great, the Bewitcher's gone, and decided now's a good time to go home, take a dump, take a shower, and go to bed for a long-deserved rest. However, Dr. Deja Vu said that the danger is not quite over. For even though Whizbang and the Flea, fastest bugman alive, vanished, the Whizbang was only the vessel, or the spirit, if you will, of the Bewitcher, who still exists in his own realm of the Netherverse. Therefore, they must make sure he's trapped there permanently, and they can only do that with the help of the mysterious Doorman, who so far has been missing in action, and so they must perform a special sort of seance in order to contact the Doorman or find out where he is, or, well, something like that. Anyway, it requires the original members of the American Secret Society, not to be confused with the American Super Society. It's an offshoot of the A.S.S. It's, the other A.S.S. Anyway, once they're all reunited with Frog Prince rescued from the Sahara Desert where Boogeyman had left him, and the other members gathered together along with the Ape Wonder, now no longer mind-controlled and awoken from his slumber, Dr. Deja Vu begins the seance. And now I will need the original members of the American Secret Society to hold hands and form a circle around me. And at no time must you break the circle, so once your hands are joined, it must stay clasped upon one another until I inform you otherwise. Take my hand, Night-Night. No, Bobo, you weren't a member of the original American Secret Society. Can only be us, so you're gonna have to, sit this one out.
What? Oh, man!
Hush up. I didn't make the rules. It's the way it is. Here, Night-Night, take my hand. Ape Wonder, I was gonna, sit next to, Hellbat. Yeah, Hellbat.
No, Night-Night, I'm sitting next to Gold Gladiatrix, and my other hand, will be held by, Frog Prince, so, we're good.
Hey, don't worry, Night-Night, I got your other hand. Well, sure, Frog Prince, but that leaves my other hand for, I get it. You don't want to hold hands
with the hairy monster, the big stupid ape. I get it. I get it loud and clear.
Yeah, come on now, Ape. Want to calm down? I didn't mean any slight. I mean, of course, I understand you have the brain of a human being in your skull, so just a misconception on my part. I apologize for, any slight that you may have received.
That's just it. I've been living a lie. Thanks to the machination of the Bewitcher and Boogeyman, I was revealed to me that I don't really have a human brain in my skull. It's just a human's brain patterns were used to advance my own. And I've been sitting around thinking I was a man, but in the end, I'm just a dumb animal.
Oh, God. Say, Dr. Deja Vu, what about the rest of us? What do we do?
Oh, nothing, Sun King, other than to stand by. For what we are attempting to do is not without risk. After all, if we make contact with the doorman, it could possibly open doors between realms, thus gaining the Bewitcher access to our universe.
Green snot!
Oh my God!
What the hell?
Damn, Doc. Maybe we should leave well enough alone.
I'm afraid we do not have that luxury, Frog Prince. As for why, you need only look up into the sky.
Green snot!
More like red snot.
By all the stars, it appears the Red Storm has returned, and it's even bigger and more powerful than before. Indeed, Dr. Spectacular, it is a sign that the Bewitcher is already beginning to attempt to breach our shattered barriers between dimensions.
Well, all right, team. We're going to have to take, action. Dr. Spectacular, you and Moon Mage will join me as we deal with the storm itself. The rest of you, there may be some crowd control and stuff. Oh, yeah, and you need to be on standby in case this, thing Dr. Deja Vu's doing goes south and the Bewitcher shows up to invade our world. So, Sunshiner, I guess you're going to take point. You're going to have to be the first line of defense should that happen. And as soon as we can, we'll come back to help in the struggle.
No problem, Sun King. And my new girlfriend, Night Fury, will help out, too.
Oh, yeah?
I'll help out, too.
Sure, Boobo. That'll be great.
Sunshiner, Night Fury, and Boobo. That's your line of defense for the Bewitcher.
Well, come on, Dr. Deja Vu. At least my sister has the same powers that I do.
Yeah, and I can shoot solar flares from between my tits.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Relax, Dr. Deja Vu. It's not like they won't have backup, namely, the three of us.
That's right. Rex Rain, myself, Hordor, the Cosmic Collector, and Max the Monkey, who happens to be the smartest primate on the planet. We will be utilizing... what the hell is the matter with that ape?
Don't ask. It's a long, sad story.
Anyway, we will utilize this teleportation contraption to counteract the possible invasion from the Bewitcher.
Exactly. If this Bewitcher asshole comes into our world, we'll capture him in the teleportation device and reverse his trajectory, sending him somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
Right, some other dimension, just not this one.
Thus, inflicting his evil upon some other unsuspecting universe.
Well, that's their problem. What do you want, perfection? It's the best we can do on short notice. Well, sounds like a plan. Let's get to it, team.
If only the flea were with us.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, You know what, Dr. Spectacular? We'll put together a memorial when this is over and done with. All right. Let's go deal with that red stuff.
Are we going to start this seance already or not?
Yes, Night. We shall now begin. All of you, clear your minds of any wayward thoughts and concentrate on my words as I speak the name of Porter Janus.
Who?
It's the doorman's true name.
Porter Janus? That sounds stupid.
Yeah, I got it. I got to admit, it does sound stupid.
Silence! I must have complete concentration or this won't work. Once again, clear your minds of wayward thoughts and concentrate only upon my words. Porter Janus. Porter Janus. Porter Janus. In assessment of wolf.
Oh my god, what is that? I don't know.
Huh. It looks like a giant keyhole that just appeared out of nowhere.
It is the doorman's portal, and we of the circle must go through it now.
Oh my god, they disappeared. So now what do we do?
Huh. Hey, I know. Let's go get something to eat. Oh, no. Just what happened to Dr. Deja Vu and the other superheroes? Well, perhaps we'll find out in the next exciting episode of Night. But what about Sun King and the Red Storm? Well, tune in next time in another episode of The Adventures of Sun King. The Adventures of Sun King is a Nailsin production. All characters and stories are written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.
All right, everybody. You're being robbed by the John Dillinger gang. That's the best there is.
Dillinger. Starring Warren Oates.
All my life, I want to be a bank robber.
Michelle Phillips as Billy Frechette. Academy Award winner Cloris Leachman as the Lady in Red. Academy Award winner Ben Johnson as Melvin Purvis, the original G-Man. Dillinger, the gangster's gangster. Rated R.